Good morning, Farmily. Are you ready to get to work? We got some things to do today. The last, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks have been a little bit crazy. We had a birthday party for Ella. So basically the whole week leading up to the party, we were just kind of getting things prepared, cleaning up, tidying up things, just, doing stuff so that people could enjoy it without scary stuff around the farm. So we also had some home improvement things that we wanted to get done. We were replacing a toilet in the guest bathroom. So, and we got a new stove installed, new stove and range hood. So just kind of some stuff that we had to get done, we wanted to get done before the party. So it's been a little bit crazy. And then the day after the party, Ryan flew my dad in from California and surprised me. I haven't seen my dad since we moved. He hadn't met Olivia yet or anything. So that was awesome. You could see I'm getting a little bit worked up about it. It was really great to have him here. So he was here for the whole week. And of course, when Dad's here, he's always wanting to do, projects with us. That's what he did for us when we were in California. So we worked on a bunch of just kind of random projects. We got a playhouse built for the girls. We put a new sink in the kitchen and just some other kind of maintenance-y stuff that, we wanted Dad's advice on because he's kind of an expert and, he really likes to do that kind of stuff. He loves helping us. And so we just kind of had some projects that we wanted to do when he was out here. They had actually planned on coming out before this. My parents have a motorhome and they were going to drive the motorhome out here and stay for the whole month of July for Ella's birthday and just to kind of hang out and scope things around. They've tossed around moving out here, but we're not sure, what the plan is. So they just kind of wanted to come out and enjoy the time, enjoy a month out here just to kind of experience it. But my grandma was not doing well and was in and out of the hospital for a few days. And so my mom needed to stay in Cali and just make sure that she was fine and settled. And so we're just kind of getting her situated with some home health care and looking at an assisted living place and that kind of stuff. So they don't want to be that far away from Cali until she's sort of, stable, and not that she's not stable, but just situated and settled. And we know that my mom can be away for a while and make sure that she's going to be okay. So anyways, it just has been like a whole convoluted week, 2 weeks of craziness and not really a lot of quote unquote farm work happening. So we've got cows to move today. We need to get the third schooner built because we've got chicks coming in 2 weeks and processing going in 2 weeks, but it's kind of cutting it close. So we would like to have that additional schooner that we can just move birds out in just in case that the days don't line up. And it just would be nice to have that one just in case, we need to move somebody out or in or who knows. So we're going to get that done today. But first we need to get regular chores done. We got to get the brooders fed. We got to feed the cows. We got to get the cow herd moved from the barn paddocks out to their new pasture out here behind the barn. And what else are we doing? That's it. So schooners, cows, and chores. Let's get to work. Best laid plans. So our neighbor just called and said that there are pigs in the road down that way. I don't know for certain that they are ours because they're pretty far. That seems pretty far. But Ryan's going to run out to the paddock and just check and see if they are in fact our pigs that are gone. And if so, they're in the road down way. So this is going to be interesting. I'm watching Ryan and I see 7 pigs following him out in the paddock. So whew, thank goodness those aren't our pigs. Holy mackerel, I was worried because, that would have been bad. That is very interesting. I'm curious. I actually want to drive down there and check them out. Back to our regularly scheduled program of feeding chicks. Ryan's back. Let's see if he found anything. Thank goodness they weren't our pigs. I said, thank goodness they weren't our pigs. My heart. Well, did you see anything?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm sending you a video.
Oh. He's sending me a video. Apparently he found pigs. Do we need to go gather them up?
No.
Are they big? Should we get them? We have free pigs.
No. What?
I said we could have free pigs. Are they little enough to like catch with our hands?
No. You're not gonna catch those.
Are they like running free?
Yeah. Well, they're running free, but hold on.
So Randall said that the old lady that lived down there in the White House, I don't know, wherever the White House is, she recently passed away. Oh, I see him, little ears peeking out. Oh, those are bigger pigs, yeah. I'll insert video of the pigs here.
Big, 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 big! Big pigs! Big, 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 big pigs!
So, obviously too big for us to catch, but I bet you. So Randall said that the lady passed away and they sold all of those pigs. She had pigs and they sold them all. And I'll bet you $100 that they missed them. Yeah. So you can send that to Randall too. I'm just glad they're not our pigs. I don't think I've ever been so relieved in my entire life because I'm thinking how, and I mean, we're supposed to be loading up these pigs this week because they're going to the processor. That would have been awful. So, all right, brooders are fed. Let's go get the goats out and feed Annabelle and Oakley and turn them at as well. And then we got to move cows and get the third schooner started. Is that the plan for today?
Yes.
Okay, he's
I
the boss.
I kind of treat this whole thing like improv. You're never supposed to say no.
You can say
yes.
You can say whatever you want.
No, you never. It's never a no.
Is the plan for today to go sit inside and in the cool? It's not supposed to be hot today. I think the high is 80.
British Open is on.
Oh, the British Open is on. Well, bye bye, Ryan.
It's my favorite golf course.
I know it is. Yes. Right. In case you guys didn't know, little known fact about Ryan. Ryan is a golfer. He used to golf all the time when he was younger, before he was saddled with the responsibility of a farm and a wife and children. Now he doesn't golf anymore.
Remember, we don't say no.
But can we just point out that I am not the one that does not, quote unquote, let you golf. I encourage you to golf at any point in time that you want to go golf. Okay, Ryan's not on the videos anymore. I'm going to work. Let's go get these goats moved out before they before they break down the barn. So I am feeding Annabelle and Oakley grain for two reasons. One, neither of these cows have any type of grass-fed genetics. So they do need grain to really thrive. It's what they're genetically disposed to. So, or predisposed, not disposed, genetically predisposed to. So I am giving them grain for that. I'm also giving them grain because food is a great motivator for animals. I even give my goats a little bit of grain every morning when I put them out in the paddock because they know that tastes yummy and they are more inclined to follow you when you have food. So I give everybody, the cow herd, the beef cow herd, the sheep, they all get a little bit of grain occasionally just so they remember that this person right here brings yummy things for them to eat and they're just a little bit more inclined to do what I need them to do. So I'm gonna give Oakley and Annabelle their scoop of grain before I move them. I've got the cow herd in the side paddock, and then I'm gonna put Oakley and Annabelle in the other side paddock around the barn. We're still getting used to Oakley and getting her used to us and kind of just following us before we actually put her out in the pasture on hot fence. We're just not sure if she's been exposed to hot fence and if she would be fine with it or whatever. So we're just kind of giving her some time to get used to us before we actually do that. So I'm gonna get them some grain, and then I'm gonna go move the goats out, and then by the time I get back up, Oakley and Annabelle will be done with their grain and we can put them out in the paddock. So I am feeding them hay because the beef herd was over on both sides of the barn for a day or two, and they've basically eaten it down to nothing. So I'm feeding them hay just so that, you know, to make sure that they have enough nutrition. We've moved the beef herd over there. They're gonna be on this side and the back where they can have some shade. And then we're gonna move the beef herd out to the paddock on the other side of the brooder barn. But let's get schooners done and then we can move the cows. So these schooners have bungee cords that hold down the side. You can see Ryan is undoing the 50 million bungee cords that we have. It's not a huge deal. They're super secure, which is nice, but it's just a little time consuming. So we're gonna try something different. We're going to try, Ryan had the idea of taking a piece of conduit or PVC and taking these other bungee cords like the ball bungees and attaching the PVC to the schooner like tarp, and then letting it hang and seeing if that is heavy enough to hold down the schooner so that everything is safe. So we're just trying a small part right now. We just had some conduit laying around from the work that the electricians did. So we're gonna give this a shot, see if it works. And then if so, then we can go buy some more and finish off the rest of the tractors. Take it over there, Al. Okay. Nope, other way. This go way? That way towards Emmy.
For Emmy?
Yeah. That way.
It's my birthday, so I have it.
High five. Try that again. Just give me a high five. There you go. Good job. So after we get everything all buttoned up over here, we make a walk around the schooner to make sure that there are no gaps down here in the bottom between the dirt and the grass or whatever and the schooner. You know, all of our ground is not perfectly even, so sometimes, like here, you can see that I can get my boot under there. So we keep a cart attached to the back of the schooner with a bunch of different size pieces of like scrap wood, so that we can take one of these and just slip it under wherever we have decided that we need it. So I'm gonna grab this big one because I think the whole front needs it, and slip it under the front there. So we missed our processing date the other day. I think I said in the other video how it was a short time span between when he gave us notice and when we needed to get the pigs in, and they just didn't go in. So we've got another processing date coming up. Our processor was gracious enough to let us do it down the road a little bit just to give us a little bit more time. So we've still got the trailer out in the paddock. I've got a bucket of feed. We've just been feeding them in the trailer. We've gotten 3 or 4 pigs in there at a time. So hopefully they're hungry enough that they'll start getting in there, and when our processing date is up, they'll be easy to close up. So let's take this food out and see how many pigs we can get. Come on, pigs! Come on, pigs! Come on, pigs! Well, we got 2 in. There are definitely more that want in. It's a little bit warm, and they tend to not be as active or interested in food during the day when it's hot. So I'll probably come out this evening and try again. We're just barely feeding them in here so that everybody stays hungry and they're more inclined to go. So you can see we definitely have some interested pigs. They're just not that interested. But these two come in almost every time and feed. They have no problem getting in the trailer. It's just the other 5. Come on, pigs! Come on, pigs! They're hungry, just not hungry enough. But we've got a few more days yet, so we should have no problem, I think, getting these guys in time. Okay, this pig right here is huge. He is big, especially compared to the other one. I mean, look at how thick his back is compared to how narrow this one is. He is a barrow, and this is a gilt, so I'm not surprised, but gee, many Christmas. I mean, he's a big guy. Looks like a lot of bacon to me. So it's time to move the cows. We are actually moving the cows from that side of the barn to this side of the barn. So I am over here. Ryan bush hogged this pasture a couple months ago, and it's still got some brown. I think that's mostly because of the drought that we had, but it's got a lot of green underneath the the taller weeds and stuff. So this is going to be a really good pasture for them. It's got a nice line of trees on this side of it, so they'll have plenty of shade, and we're going across this way, so they will always have shade. So we're going to move them out here. The cows are over by the barn right now because they got out the other day, and so we just stuck them by the barn. So we're going to run them through and get them out to this pasture. Like I said, this pasture is going to be real close to the chute, so we can bring them up to the barn and run them through the chute and do all the checks that we need to on them. We just want to make sure that everybody is healthy and we're not going to have any issues with them. And we're going to need to do that over the course of a couple of days, just in case anybody needs antibiotics in those eyes. So we want to have them close. We need to get this pasture eaten down anyways, and we want to go ahead and leave the other pasture open because we might have somebody come out and hay it. We have a guy coming out. We're a little bit late in the year, but we have a guy coming out. He's going to check it out and see if it's worth haying. If not, we're going to bush hog it and hopefully be able to hay it in the fall. So that's a whole new thing for us, doing the whole hay thing. We were a little late to the game. We didn't quite realize what a timely thing it was. I think, well, everything just kind of grew crazy, and then we had that month-long drought where we didn't get any rain and everything just really just dried up and the weeds kind of came up. So we want to make sure that we keep those weeds down and keep those pastures real nice and palatable for the cows. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a bunch of stuff in here that nobody's going to eat, and it's just going to be a whole big mess. So we're going to bush hog that or hay it, depending on what we can do. Get the cows into this pasture and get them eating this down. That way we don't have to worry about any issues over here. So I'm getting my corner post mark, and then I'm going to go ahead and run the line. All right, well, the fence is up. So what we've done, because the cows are over here in this paddock, I've just run the fence from their gate down to this corner. Once we get them through and in the pasture, then we'll just wrap the fence around and down to where we want them. But this makes kind of like a lane, like a channel for them to get out to the paddock. So we're gonna get them moved out. Hey, will you pull that post right there? Just so they don't get confused. They are definitely creatures of habit. So we wanna make sure that they are ready to go. I think they're ready. They're all staring at me. I think they're ready to move. So let's get them moved out. Rockstar. Look at Joe. Look at Joe. Come on, cows. Move it on out, cows. Hi, buddy. Come on. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Move it, cows. Move it, cows. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Good cows. Good cows. Come on, cows. Move, cows. Move, cows. No, because I wanted to get them all the way in first. There you go. Move, cows. Move, cows. Go. Come on. Go, big boy. Go. Move. Move. All right, guys. Well, we are done for the evening. Doesn't he look done? We're done. We are done. So thanks for following along with us. Have a great evening, and we will see you on the next one. And I have a small little message for you.